Hey friends, in this video we are going to learn what is IFERROR function or formula and how we can use this IFERROR function in Microsoft Excel. IFERROR function is actually used to clean up the data and hide the error messages in the cells. IFERROR function can return a custom value in case the result in a cell is error. We will try to understand and learn that how IFERROR function is so helpful in cleaning up the data with help of some examples. So let's get started. Here we have a nice little table in which we have name of different students along with the marks they have got in test of different subjects. Let's say in this column of total marks, we want to bring here marks of all these subjects as a total that any student has got. For example, for this first student Edward, we want to just add up all these marks he has got in all tests and we want to bring here total of these marks. So what we will do, we can simply put here equal sign and we can select these cells one by one with plus sign. So we have been put equal sign and we have been inserted all these cells with plus sign and we will press enter. So you can see for this student, we have here 358 marks in total that he has got from all these tests. If we can simply copy this formula down, you can see in some cells for some students we have here error message. Why? Because this formula is not able to combine all these cells, because here in one cell we have, in place of numbers we have here text. Now let's say for this error messages, in cells in which we have error message, we just want to keep this cell as blank. So for this, to clean up this error message, we will use IFERROR function. How we will use IFERROR function? We will go back to this cell. Before starting this formula and after equal sign, we can simply put here IFERROR function, open parenthesis. In IFERROR function, you can see we have here two parameters. The first parameter is value, that is this formula, and value IFERROR. And after this formula, we can put comma and then second parameter, what we want to bring here. As we said, in case result of this formula is error, we want to bring here blank cell. So we can simply put here quotation marks 2 times, that's mean blank cell. Close parenthesis, we will press enter and you can see in place of error, now we have blank cell. We can simply copy this formula in other cells and you can see in any cell we should have error, we don't have anything, we have blank cell. In place of blank cell, by using IFERROR function, we can even bring here custom text or custom value. Let's say for any student, if any student is absent from any of the papers or any of tests, we want to bring here absent. So what we will do, in place of blank, we can simply remove it. We can put quotation mark, we can put here absent, again quotation mark, and you can see what we have entered here, IFERROR function. In case result of this formula is error, what we want to bring, value IFERROR. In case result of this formula is error, we want to bring here absent. We will press enter, we can simply drag it down and you can see in place of error, we simply put the absent with the help of IFERROR function. Now let's move toward another example to better understand the IFERROR function. So let's move toward another example. Here we have another table in which we have name of stock items that we have purchased along with the amount that we have paid to purchase these items, and in this column we have the units that we have received against this payment. Now let's say our manager want to know that what is exactly the purchase price for each unit. So what we should do, simply to find the purchase price For each unit, we can simply take this total amount paid divided by the units that we have received against this payment. Enter, and you can see, for example, for these tires, we have here $500 for each tire. We can simply copy this formula down, and you can see here again we have another error message. Why this is so? Because here we don't have received any units. So how we can hide this error message with the help of IFERROR function? The same we need to do. We need to go back in the formula. After equal sign and before the formula, we need to enter IFERROR function, open parenthesis. After formula, we need to put comma. Then what we want to bring here, let's say we want to bring here blank cell for any item we have not received units. We can simply put here quotation marks 2 times, close parenthesis, enter, and you can see we have here blank cell. We can simply copy this formula in other cells, and here we go. We have been hidden the error messages for any cell we have not received the units. In place of bringing here blank cells, we can simply put here, for example, that units are yet to receive, because these units are not received yet, so we are not able to find purchase price per unit. So what we can simply do, for example, in place of blank cell, for our manager, we can simply put here units are not received yet. Between the quotation marks, we put units are not received yet. Enter. We can simply copy this formula down, and here we go. So that our manager knows that for these items, we cannot find the unit price because we have made the payment as advance, but units are not received yet. So friends, these are the 2 examples that can clarify how important the IFERROR function is to clean up our data and hide the error messages. I hope you find this video useful. If you find this video useful, please don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel Microsoft Office Tutorials, and also don't forget to press bell icon button. Thanks for watching. See you next video. Bye bye.